So today I wanted to address a question that somebody left, a comment that somebody left on one of my videos. The question was about the yogi diet. What is the yogi diet? And I think they wanted to know what I eat or what kind of diet I follow. So I don't actually follow any specific diet. I do try to eat wholesome food, whole food and organic food. But otherwise I don't really have a particular diet that I follow. All discussions about the yogi diet always you invariably end up talking about vegetarianism. So about that, it can be very controversial. If you want to follow the philosophy of ahimsa, you would not want to eat meat. However, I have a slightly different take on it. I feel that if you have to force yourself, or if you feel like you're being compelled to give up meat, then it's sort of like, it's generating a negative thought or negative emotion in your own mind and in your own self, and that's not something that I really that I think you should do. And I think if it is something that you feel that you want to do, and if you feel really honestly that you want to give up meat for reasons other than just that the philosophy of yoga compels you to, then it's okay to give up meat. It's coming from within. There's a larger reason, there's a deeper reason for why you want to give up meat. Analyze the reason why you want to give up meat if you want to give up meat. Otherwise, according to me, it's not really important or necessary for you to give up meat. To practice really important, especially if you practice yoga in the morning, is to have a light dinner. So I usually end up eating a very early dinner, like by 7 p.m. I'd say, maximum by 7:30 I'm done with dinner, and it'll usually be something like a salad, like I just take a bunch of vegetables, either saute them or grill them, and just have that. That's really light, it's nutritious, you don't feel like you're depriving yourself of anything, you're actually not depriving yourself. And recently I've also started having something called chila, besan ka chila, which a lot of you from India would know. This is a recipe that one of my students gave to me. Basically, you just make a little pancake out of besan, and it's high in protein, low in fat, it's very filling, and it's very nutritious. So that's something also that I have, because I find that it's light enough so that you can go to sleep early and wake up and feel energized to do the practice of yoga. Now, in the morning when you wake up and you say you're somebody who practices at home, within 15-20 minutes of getting up, you're on your mat, you're practicing, I would always recommend that you drink a little bit of water, not a lot of water, because that sometimes fills your stomach up and then you're unable to really do jump backs or inversions. So I would recommend a little bit of water, not too much. And if there's a huge gap between waking up and going for class, like let's say there are 4 hours or something, then I would recommend having a banana or something, or even breakfast. Like if you could have like a light breakfast, like poha or idlis or something, even that is great. But 2 or 3 hours before you actually have to go to class, and it should be a light breakfast. It shouldn't be heavy like aloo ke parathe or something like that. Nothing like that. So that's something that I follow. I have a very light breakfast right before class if I'm going to class in the morning. And if I'm doing self-practice, then it's usually just a little bit of water, and I keep on sipping water throughout the practice. Also, if you're doing back bends or twists, then it's even more important for you to have an empty stomach, because you will not be able to twist as much as you can. My produce, I usually eat organic food. So I've tracked down a place in Bangalore that actually has a lot of organic produce. So he goes to the farm and he gets stuff like twice a week, and it's good food, it's seasonal food. So yeah, so I eat organic, I eat farm fresh. So that's something that I would recommend for you too. I do believe in having a little bit of fat in your system, healthy fats. So a little bit of ghee is great. I don't use refined oil. So I'll always use like nut oil, like mustard oil or something, even olive oil for cooking. So that's something I think, like if you want to take a takeaway, refined oil is something that I really don't feel comfortable using, because it is refined. There's nutritionally zero. And if you're having a lot of it, like if you're deep frying your food in it, then that's a lot of empty calories that are going in. It just serves no purpose at all, no nutritional value at all. So yeah, so eat whole nut oils, use nut oils, and use limited quantities. And then I always have a little bit of ghee daily, and a little bit would mean like something like a teaspoon, not very much. I know a lot of people, because of the taste of ghee, they tend to go overboard, but you have to keep a check on it. And it is important to have a little bit of healthy fat for the lubrication of your joints, for your skin to stay healthy, for your hair to stay healthy. It is important, so don't cut it out completely. I don't recommend that, and I don't follow that. And also, sugar is another something else that a lot of people have a problem avoiding. But yes, white refined sugar is something that I hardly have. I know you cannot cut sugar out completely from your diet, but yes, I do believe in doing as much as you can. So I don't keep white sugar in the house. If I want something sweet, I'll have jaggery or dates or raisins. These are better sources of sugar than your just white refined sugar. That is again nutritionally zero. It gives it, it leaches the collagen from your skin. It makes you age faster. It just doesn't serve any purpose. So that's another thing. Refined oil and refined sugar, these are things that you just will never find me using. And also, so as far as the yogi's diet is concerned, your days are usually going to be centered around your practice, around your yoga practice. So keeping that in mind, I always like to have a good night's rest. So you will hardly find me having any tea or coffee after 12 noon. So it'll be very rare that you'll see me having any kind of stimulant after that. So that's something that I practice for myself. For you also, in case you have a class early morning, for you to be able to give 100% to that class and take the 100% from that class, you need to make sure that you're getting a good night's rest. And the best way to do that is to avoid any coffee or tea afternoon, or maybe after 1 or 2 o'clock maximum. I know people like having an evening tea or evening coffee, but yeah, I just stick to, just like a juice or something else, not tea or coffee. So that is it. I hope this was informative. If you have any questions, you can leave me a comment or just send me a personal message. So I hope this video was useful and informative for a lot of you. If you have any questions or you want to know a little bit more about any point, leave me a comment or just send me a message on Facebook. Leave a comment on my Facebook page and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thank you.